The 79 people who were arrested during the April 29th protest at the University of Texas at Austin found their charges rejected today. Travis County Attorney Delia Garza, who's been handling those cases, made that announcement saying those cases did not meet the burden of beyond a reasonable doubt. She also says she didn't feel pressured to act one way or the other on this case, despite the national spotlight on Austin.
This is how the system is supposed to work. This is the discretion that I've been given.
Tonight, the Travis County Attorney is dropping the charges against 79 people arrested during a protest at the University of Texas at Austin on April 29th by law enforcement officers.
Just as they make discretionary decisions every day on whether to make an arrest or not, we make discretionary decisions every day on whether to proceed with prosecution.
UT Austin is firing back this evening. In a statement, the university tells CBS Austin it's extremely disappointed by the county attorney's actions. Writing in part, free speech is welcome on our campus. Violating laws or rules is not. Actions that violate laws and institutional rules should be met with consequences, not with political posturing and press conferences. Garza previously made a similar move after the April 24th protest, though on the grounds that law enforcement had not established probable cause. This time, she says, officers did not prove their cases beyond a reasonable doubt. The day of that protest, Governor Greg Abbott posted on social media, no encampments will be allowed. Instead, arrests are being made. At the first protest, he wrote, these protesters belong in jail. CBS Austin reached out to Governor Abbott's office, but did not hear back. Was there any added pressure on your office from outside forces, including the governor's office, to prosecute these cases a certain way?
I mean, I'll say they never reached out to my office, I'll say that. And again, I want to emphasize, the overreach that I think a lot of us are feeling in Texas, and wanting to just make sure that we were doing our job as prosecutors to review these. I didn't feel any pressure. We handled these cases like we handle all other cases.
It is important to note that this doesn't mean that all cases involving the April 29th protests have been rejected. There are certain other cases that came about after April 29th, those initial arrests. Those are still pending in the county attorney's office. In Austin, Michael Atkinson, CBS Austin News.
That's kind of why we wanted to show up in person so that we could process it a little bit with each other.
Dozens of people sat in the lobby of the Travis County Courthouse Wednesday, some of them learning their criminal trespassing charges would be dropped after getting arrested at pro-Palestine protests at the University of Texas at Austin in April.
We cannot meet our legal burden to prove these 79 criminal trespass cases beyond a reasonable doubt.
Hannah Barakat was arrested at a Palestine protest on UT's campus on April 29th and charged with criminal trespassing, a Class B misdemeanor. She says she was hopeful of this outcome from the county attorney after living in uncertainty for the past 2 months.
She just did the right thing because that's what the law says. I wasn't expecting that I would feel a huge amount of relief, but I did.
Ari Lenahan also had their charges dropped, but doesn't feel that same sense of relief.
I do have a hold on my registration. I haven't been able to register for any of my classes since after I got out of jail.
Ari is still facing disciplinary actions from UT Austin for their involvement in the protests. They say having their charges dropped is just one piece of the puzzle.
Legally, under the court of law, they have made the decision that it's not something that should be pursued, but it is UT's decision, and there's not really anything that I can do to change that.
Following Delia Garza's announcement, UT released a statement saying in part, the university has made clear that we strictly enforce our rules. Students who choose to violate them are held accountable.
UT might make the decision that it's something that stays on my academic record forever. I made my decision at the time when it happened, and now they're going to make theirs.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and get the latest news by downloading the CBS Austin News app.